Hello there, friends. Caleb Wright here today with training for Pyratos on the trend dashboard, which is the very first page that you'll see when you log into your Pyratos account, which is also accessible via the navigation at the top as the first link at the left, trends. And you have two options of things that you can do on this page. You can either manually type in and search a trend that you saw somewhere on social media or the interwebs, or you can use the artificial intelligence system of Pyratos and click this blue button to load trends, which we'll go ahead and do right now. We'll take a moment to load the latest trends that are happening right now today. And these are trends that are not yesterday or a week ago. They're what is actually trending on the internet right now. And as you can see, it brought us up a very nice list of different trends, including like Mars colony application, AI companion breakup, 2026 World Cup qualifier, robot referee controversy, presidential debate, AI, Nepo Baby 2.0. I don't know what some of these things are, like Nepo Baby 2.0, but you can explore and figure out what happens when you go further along with the process. So any of these trends that you want to try to move forward with and make some shirt designs, the next step that you would do would be to click the brainstorm button, which will actually move you over to the brainstorm page, which is what our next video is going to be on. So I will not do that just for now. For now, we'll just finish analyzing the rest of the options here on this page. Another thing to take note of for each of these trends that are happening, there is a trend score, which is an indication of how hot they are. So apparently the hottest one right now at the moment is the Mars colony application. And the way that the results are doled out to you on the screen here, they start at the highest score and go lower. Looks like we have a bunch of 9s here, and we have some 8s, and we have a couple 7 ratings down here. Fermented Everything and Climate Victory Gardens. Also, with each trend idea, it gives it a category. So Mars colony application is a viral meme, whereas Nepo Baby 2.0 is pop culture, and Climate Victory Gardens is news, and Fermented Everything is food trends, just for a few examples. And we have these handy filter buttons up top here, so if you want to hone down to anything about memes, music, sports, pop culture, health, fashion, or food, I'll click food. It'll go ahead and get rid of everything else and just filter it down to the results of trending ideas about food, which gives us synthetic meat barbecue cult, mushroom coffee supreme, fermented everything foods. Synthetic meat barbecue cult sounds pretty funny. I would probably, if I was doing a food thing, I would probably brainstorm that one. You'll have the ability to bookmark trends just by clicking the bookmark button, so you can save trends for later. Say if you see several that you like on the search and you want to save some for later, that's what that function will be for. And okay, so also just to show you about manually searching for your own trends, you can type in some sort of idea up here. Let's see, let's try to think of one real quick. How about trends about Pepe cryptocurrency, or Pepe memes? So the scores aren't too hot on these, but these are just my ideas that I had on the tip of my head real quick, and it doesn't hurt just to search them and see if you actually come up with something that has a good score. So these are kind of things from like last year, right? So they're probably just not too hot at the moment. You can think of maybe things that have been going on. So how about Iran war too? How about gas prices? Still not too hot. So, I mean, I'm sure you'll see something at some point where you search it and it probably would be a good score. I had something the other day I searched and it had a good score. I can't remember what that is at the moment. But you can really heavily rely on the AI of Pyrotos to provide you with more and more good ideas. So if you click refresh here, you can just keep clicking it and it will give you, it might come up with a couple of the stages in the last search, but generally it'll give you a lot of different ones. So yeah, I see a lot of different ones. Nepo Baby Redemption is kind of like a variation of the Nepo Baby 2.0, right? AI Girlfriend Breakup. We have the 2026 World Cup Qatar, so it's kind of like a variation of that one. So you can let the AI do the heavy lifting for you. It will make life a lot easier, for sure. But it surely is possible that you could spot something on social media and come up with a really hot kind of trend as well. And you can just verify that by the trend score um, to help you determine whether it's worth moving forward or not. So I hope you found this video to be helpful, and we're going to have the next video coming up on brainstorming the trend ideas and what all goes along with that. Caleb Wright here, signing off for Pyrotos, and we'll catch you soon.